I found that she was in the police detention. And
she was arrested in the line of duty.
Yeah, this is what you're asking where she is before you go to why she was arrested. So she's safe, and I have talked to the commanders there. If there are charges, to grant her a bond, and she travels back to Kampala. I'm going to cross-check after here to see whether that has been implemented. But what I was told, that she was told not to cross over certain points during this operation, and for her she resisted. That's what they have told me. So I imagine that's a circumstance in which she was arrested.
So is the situation that charged, that you don't cross certain lines?
No, I told you there are boundaries in an operation. Well, even in an ordinary crime, as I said.
Well, Afande Andrew Felix Kawesi, AIGP, spokesperson of police, Honorable Mwanga Chivumbi, the Shadow Minister for Internal Affairs, thank you very much for joining us. That's all we had time for this morning on the Morning Breeze. As more questions arise over the RWENZORI conflict. Good morning.
And there you go. Well, that was an interview, and of course, it's highlighting the situation in Uganda. And just at the back end of that interview, of course, the question asked regarding our very own reporter, Doreen Biira there, and the government spokesman saying that, well, she is safe, but not quite giving clear details as to why she was arrested. I've also seen a tweet that was sent earlier on, alluding to the fact that apparently she may have cross-cordoned areas. But let's continue with that conversation, and joining me now is our reporter in Uganda, Solomon Serwanja. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm sure you were watching the interview right there with the government spokesman for Uganda. First of all, are you satisfied with his answer regarding the safety of Doreen Biira and, of course, the others who may have been arrested?
Well, I did speak to, good morning, Michael, but not a very good morning here in Kampala, Uganda, especially in Kasese also, as more bloodshed continues. Well, we are counting about 55 civilians who have so far died in the operation that the security forces here launched against the royal guards of the King of Rwenzori Kingdom, and that is Charles Wesley Mumbere. Well, let's go to Doreen Biira. He was arrested yesterday, but before the police spokesperson Andrew Felix Kawesi went on air on NBS television, I spoke to him on the sidelines, and he told me that they were working on a bond for her to be released alongside other people she was arrested with. About 5 people were arrested, relatives of Doreen Biira. But as we speak right now, there's a discussion going on at the police post in Kasese to ensure that Doreen Biira is free. And of course, that comes on the heels of the campaign that has been going on social media, Free Doreen Biira. According to the police spokesperson, I did ask him why did they arrest her, and he said that Doreen Biira must have misbehaved by taking pictures and posting them on social media. Of course, that I don't even know why that should be a case. So we are yet to know which charges she will be facing. However, the latest is that they're working on a bond for her to be released, so that, you know, as I speak right now, they're in the office of the DPC, that's the District Police Constable in Kasese District, to discuss freeing Doreen Biira. Well, we'll just be shortly joined by Andrew Felix Kawesi as he comes up to the KTN set from the NBS studio. We'll be speaking to him a little bit more about the fate of Doreen Biira. Well, Doreen Biira had come back home for an introduction ceremony, but she just stays adjacent to the royal palace of the Rwenzori Kingdom, and she must have seen the events. As a journalist, of course, she just had to go ahead, pull out her phone, take pictures, and share with the world what's happening. Actually, she released the first photographs on Facebook and on Twitter, which eventually opened our eyes to the crisis in Kasese. So we'll be keeping a close eye on Doreen Biira as the hashtag #FreeDoreen Biira continues. Just a little bit, in about a minute or two, we'll be speaking to the police spokesperson, Andrew Felix Kawesi, on the details of that matter, Michael.
Right, we're looking forward to that debate with him, but maybe just before we let you go, is it against the law in Uganda to post such pictures, maybe based on security? Is it against the law?
I think the security forces were a bit, I think it was a rushed decision because there's some sort of freedom of the press here. People take pictures and post them. I mean, she's a journalist and no one should control social media. So social media has really broken the boundaries of sharing stories. She didn't need a camera or, you know, she didn't need anything. She just took pictures to share with the world. There is no crime whatsoever as to why, you know, she committed, and of course we're still asking those reasons why she was arrested and which case she would be charged with. But according to the police spokesperson, Andrew Felix Kawesi, he did come out to say that there was a red tape showing the scene of crime and therefore people are not supposed to be there, according to Andrew Felix Kawesi. So perhaps he explained that she crossed the line by taking pictures and going beyond the red tape. We're yet to get Joy Doreen Biira's story, and she will be live on NBS in just about 5 minutes because the crew is there. We'll be speaking to her in just a while. But of course, we keep an eye on Doreen Biira. The latest is that she has received police bond and she will be released alongside the 4 other people who were arrested yesterday. But Michael, away from Joy Doreen Biira, I think the crisis in Uganda, especially in Kasese, is something that as a nation we need to be very worried about. These are not new deaths recorded in the Rwenzori kingdom there. We had similar clashes in 2015 and 2013, a lot of bloodshed there. Question is, what will be the ultimate solution to this crisis? Actually, the latest on the arrest of the king of Rwenzori Kingdom, Charles Wesley Mumbere, is that we've been informed that he's being detained at the Special Investigations Unit in Chireka, and later on their preparations to meet with the head of state, President Yoweri Museveni, to find a way forward to this crisis. Meanwhile, there are fears that his health could be in terrible state because he's diabetic, and the family are demanding to see him and also to take some medication for him. So it's a really very delicate situation in Kasese. There's heavy deployment of the UPDF soldiers in that district, especially around the gate premises of the kingdom, with many people asking, did the security forces use a lot of force? But also to recap for you, Mike, about the highlights of that clash. According to the police, 55 people have so far been killed, including 14 police officers. Also, when the security forces raided the premises, the palace of the king, they found 16 petrol bombs. They found 42 knives, 3 metal detectors, 1 small arm, 1 pistol, machetes, and 1 SMG rifle as they continue with their investigations. The security forces here are saying that Charles Wesley Mumbere, the king of Rwenzori Kingdom, is organizing a session to break away a state from Uganda called the Ira Republic. Of course, those are still allegations coming through, but the police is intensifying its operations on